Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I. Today I'm going to be doing my series, which is called Whatever Happened to That Palette Wednesday, where I pull out a palette that I haven't used in a while and I just see what kind of look I can get with it, because I'm always buying the newest things. Not always, but you know, I've gotten a lot of palettes since I've gotten this particular palette, and I kind of just put it in my drawer, forgot about it, so it gives me a good excuse to pull it out and use it, because I really like to use or try to use all the makeup that I have. I try to rotate it, and you know, some of them are just collector's items, but for the most part I try to rotate it even if it doesn't get used all the time. So that is why I started this series. So today we're going to be using the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, which looks like this on the outside, which is really nice packaging. And these are the colors on the inside. So I'm going to do some kind of a look with this. I haven't decided what yet, but I've already gone in with my e.l.f. brow pencil. I used the brown one today, and I used my Glam Glow Luminizing Moisturizer. I used my EOS. This is a peppermint cream lip balm to hydrate my lips before I get started. And what else have I used? Oh, and I used my Rosé All Day, my new Physicians Formula serum, which I really, really like. So, and my rose toner. And I think that's all I've put on my face so far. That's all. That's already a lot. So I have a lot of, or not a lot, but I have a few subscribers who do not use foundation, and I received a request to maybe do a look without foundation. So today I'm going to be doing my eyes, and I'm going to be doing the rest of my face, but I won't be using foundation. I'll be using concealer under my eyes and on the sides of my nose, but I will not be doing like a full face of foundation today. So I'm pretty excited about that. And because of that, I'm going to use this primer. It's by Hourglass, and it's the Luminous Light light correcting base. So when on days where I decide I don't want to do foundation, which for me honestly isn't often, but I like to use like a color correcting type of base, so that, I mean, it's not like, you know, green or red or any of those colors, but it just kind of evens your skin tone a little bit, so that it just creates like a smooth type of base. And I probably will use a little bit of setting powder, but I'm not gonna do like a full-on like foundation today. And this doesn't add any coverage or anything. It just kind of smooths out any like redness or, I don't know, an uneven skin tone. I think you guys will probably be able to see the difference. So I'm gonna put that on now so that it has time to kind of settle in before we put any other products over top of it. All right, so let's get started with this. Oh, let me go grab my tape really quick. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so looking at this palette, I think I want to use maybe this color. I definitely want to use this color. Maybe a little bit of the gray, maybe a little bit of the peach. I haven't really decided. So we will just see what we can get done. So I did finally, well, I didn't. I had my husband take the stopper off of one of my Makeup Revolution concealers. So I'm going to see today if that made a difference in terms of, you know, in terms of if I'm going to get any more product out of it. Because I did when I used it, when I did that with my Shape Tape, and I did get more product when I did my Kat Von D concealer like that. So this is the Soft Ochre Paint Pot from MAC. It is one, I have this one, and I have Painterly, and I originally bought them and used them all the time, and I've started using them again, or I'm trying to start using them again, because I want to use them up before they dry out. So they're really good eyeshadow bases, I think, but I don't know if I'd repurchase them again. All right. So I'm gonna get my brushes. I'm going to get my MAC, what is this, a 226. This is from that Archie's Girls collection. They do sell this brush, just not with like the heart handle. So I'm going to go in with Meow, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going to pop that in my crease. What did I do with my mirror? There it is. This particular eyeshadow primer reminds me of, gosh, what is it called? The Kat Von D eyeshadow primer that she was, the Locket eyeshadow primer that she was selling for a while. I don't know if she still sells it or if it's discontinued, but I'm really glad that you guys enjoyed my last video, my Get to Know Me Better tag video. And I was gonna tell you guys, if you leave comments on that video of questions that you would want me to answer, because a lot of the questions I came up with myself, or I found them in other, you know, random tag videos or on the internet. But if you guys want to comment on that video particularly, any questions that you might have for me, or really on any video, because I go through all my comments. Like, I literally read every single comment that I get. So, and I think still to this date, I can say I've responded back to every single comment that I've gotten. But if you guys want to leave any questions that you would want me to ask in a future, you know, Get to Know Me or a future Q&A, then please do. And I will, if you guys do that, I'll compile all the questions and I will make another, like, I'll make a Q&A, or I'll do like an Instagram live or a Facebook live, and I will answer the questions like on air, like live on air. That sounds so weird. So I just went into the shade Clementine, which is this like peachy orange shade, and I'm just kind of putting that over top of Meow a little bit. I was talking to Mel earlier, and we were talking about, I was saying, oh, I don't know what palette to use this week. I'm moving out of my house and selling it, and so I have a lot of my makeup still in storage. So out of the ones that I have with me, I was like, what should I what should I use? And so she was kind of helping me decide. So thank you, Mel. And I know that she loves Kat Von D, or is, you know, intrigued by the different products that she has. So now I'm going into Dope, which is this, it's like a grayish purple almost. And I'm going to put that a little bit into the crease and on the outer. So I thought, I haven't used the Pastel Goth in a while. I will use it. So, I don't know why I'm gonna tell you guys this, but I'm just talking to you guys. But, so my makeup collection, I have a lot of makeup, as I've mentioned, and I'm, you know, I've been filming like a collection tour videos and stuff like that to show you guys, you know, what different items I have and stuff like that. When literally the way that I've pretty much acquired it is anytime that it's like, you know, you can ask any of my friends and family, anytime it's like my birthday or Christmas or, you know, any holiday, and they're like, oh, what do you want as a gift? Like literally every single time it's makeup or jewelry. So that's how I've acquired most of my makeup. And I used to, when I was working full-time as a dental hygienist, I used to buy a lot more makeup than I do now. Now I buy things that I want to review specifically for my channel. But whenever I buy something, I also like research it pretty well to make sure that it's something that I want 100%. So that's why you probably won't see a whole lot of negative reviews. I mean, if I get asked to review something and I'm like already thinking, oh, that might be something I don't like, but I'm gonna try, you know, give it a shot anyway, then I might be like, oh, I don't like this. Like, for instance, the peach palette, when I did my Too Faced Full Face of Peach makeup, I could not stand the white peach palette. It just didn't work for me. So I'm really just building this shade Dope up, which reminds me, just a quick diversion from what I was just saying. I really want to try the Creepy Cute palette. I think I'm going to order it from Strobe Cosmetics because it's supposed to be comparable in terms of like the shades to the Pastel Goth palette, but I've seen tutorials with people using it and it is a lot more pigmented in my opinion, so I really want to try that one. And it's less expensive and it's still available because Kat Von D, for some reason, most of her eyeshadow palettes end up being discontinued or limited edition. What was I saying? Oh, see, I shouldn't have gone off on a tangent. Ooh. Oh, right. So I was saying how I got my makeup collection. So yeah, so I used to buy a lot more and now I just buy something if I've like seen it used or done my research and looked at swatches, or if it's like from a brand, for instance, like Jeffree Star, I'd pretty much buy anything that man puts out. So, so yeah, you know, there are certain brands that I'll always buy like the new releases and stuff like that. And he's one of them. Now I'm going to go into the shade Doom, which is the blue shade. And I'm going to use my flat shader. It's a very thick flat shader brush from Real Techniques, but I really like this one. It's called the Domed Shadow Brush. And I'm just going to put that on the inner half. So yeah, anything he puts out, pretty much guarantee that I'll get. And right now, I would say, I think I've gotten like 3 things in PR, but overall, if I want to get something to review on my channel, like I get it. So, and I'm so glad, like that's why, oh, this is the whole point of what I just told you. So that's why I'm so glad that I started this series, because not only do I try to pull out a palette that I haven't used in a while, but I try to pull out like all the products that I used in the video. I try to pull out lots of products that I haven't used in a while because, you know, I do my makeup pretty much every day. And even when I don't film, like I try to do it just for fun, just because I feel like it makes me feel good and I enjoy doing it. And so I'll just sit and play with makeup and I'll do my friends' makeup and all that stuff. And you know, I like that I'm using palettes that I haven't used in a while because it gives me the opportunity to make sure that I don't feel like anything I bought or was gifted is going to waste. I went back into the Dope shade, the purple shade, and I'm just gonna kind of go around the blue. I like these 2 shades together. Doesn't really match my shirt, but originally I thought maybe I would use the green, but I decided to go a different route. But I've also told you guys that I used to be the queen of buying backups of things. So, and now that is going to pay off, I guess, because I'm going to be able to put a lot of that stuff in giveaways. So I'm really excited about that. Because I don't, you know, I don't want to keep everything, but I also have a friend whose daughter's going to cosmetology school, and I recently boxed up a bunch of stuff for her. And for the giveaway, for the 500 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to be doing a video soon, like revealing what, because we're at 445, I think, the last time I looked. So I'm going to be doing a video soon revealing what that prize will be. Where did it go? There it is. I need the blue brush again. I just want to re-intensify the blue. And I think I said this in a previous video, but giveaways is something that I always want to do on my channel because I always want to give back to you guys who support me. So, and I'm thankful. Okay. Okay. And now I'm just going to use a little bit of the shade Dagger, which is the gray shade right here. Oh, and I put this shade Skull on my brow bone. I think I just talked through that. So yeah, ask me any questions. And if you ask me a question, let me know whether I should do, I think I've asked this before, but I need to decide, I guess, whether I should do an Instagram Live or a Facebook Live. Oh, and Tammy's tag video, which I tagged her in, is up. So if you haven't watched that, check that out. Don't want to do anything else. Not on the upper, I don't think. Okay. So I'm going to take lots of fallout. Take that off. I'm going to take one of my wipes. These are the Beauty 360, the ones I told you guys about. That's like the dupe for the night calming one, the CVS dupe, which they were on sale, like I said, for $2.50. Regularly, they're still only like $3, and they're almost exactly the same as the Neutrogena ones. And I actually like them because I bought the Walmart dupe and it burned my eyes. So, and I don't have overly sensitive eyes, so I can only imagine how much it would burn somebody's eye who does have sensitive eyes. I always try to tell you guys if what stuff smells like, whether it's overpowering or not, whether it's gonna irritate your skin or not, or whether I think it will. I can't always predict, but okay, so far we've put this down. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of the Milk Blur Stick, which kind of just mattes the face since I'm not putting on a foundation. See how that looks. Okay, I'm just going to pat that in. I don't want to you don't want to buff it in because otherwise it could pill up, so I just kind of smooth it like that. And then I'm going to take my Makeup Revolution. This is the test, my makeup, although there is a little bit on this thing, the stopper itself, so I'll put a little bit of that under my eyes. And then we're going to test and see if it made a difference that I took out the stopper. I gotta put that somewhere. Okay, so I'm just putting concealer. Oh yeah, that got out a lot of product actually. Gotta be careful because then it's like more product, So normally I put concealer. Oop, my camera tilted. Hold on. That is not acceptable. Hold on. Be right back. Okay, we're back. So now it's like a lot of product though will come out, so but these are the places that I normally put a little bit of concealer just to highlight. And I'm going to take my sponge and just kind of blend that out. Make sure I get the edges. Since I'm not wearing foundation, I don't really, I want to make sure the edges are blended out really well. And you saw how little I used. Yeah, taking the stopper out of a concealer will definitely make it, because anytime that you get low on product, the wand itself, every time you pull it out, even if it has like the tiniest amount of product on it again, it's like it's just taking it off because of the stopper. But which, controls the amount that you get on the wand. But eventually, you need to take, well, I need to take the stopper out because then I can get to the product that's remaining. When I did that with my Shape Tape Concealer, it actually allowed me to use the product for an additional like 2 months. So it gave me a lot more product. Okay, so I'm gonna take my, I'm gonna take this brush, my, what is it called? My bronzer brush, but you guys know I don't use it for bronzer. And I'm actually gonna go into a product that I haven't used on my channel. So this is a ridiculously overpriced item, but my mom got it for me in Europe when she went on a trip, and it is the Guerlain Meteorites. Whoa, that is very reflective. It was in a pretty tin, which is why she got it. It's a finishing powder, but it comes in like these beads. I know Physicians Formula makes like a dupe of them, and I feel like it works just as well. And these are pretty perfumed too, so if you're, you know, sensitive to, but if you're sensitive to scents, like I wouldn't use them. But it's just kind of like it has purple, yellow, pink, green, and white beads, and they're kind of like a finishing powder because they're like a color correcting powder almost, but they don't have any coverage. And I'm literally just setting where I put the concealer, and that's it. And this is what I mean by I try to pull out other products that I don't use a lot. But I know they have these at Sephora if you're interested. I don't think they're worth the price, but I mean, I think they're like, I don't even remember, but they're a lot. They're like $50 or $60, and it's not worth it. Okay. I mean, I like them, but for what they are, like, there's no reason for that price tag. You're just paying for this pretty container. So I'm going to go into this. This is my Benefit Cheekathon palette. This is the original palette that they came out with. I took out the little brush, but it has like a Hoola bronzer right here. It has Dandelion, it has Dallas and Coralista blushes, and Rockateur. And I'm just going to use some of these products because I tend to forget that I own it. And I mean, I have used it. I used to use it all the time, but it barely looks like I dipped into it. So I'm going to use the Hoola bronzer. Normally, I don't use the Hoola bronzer as much just because I do have really pale skin, and it kind of tends to run on the warmer side. And when I put on a full face of foundation especially, I feel like it doesn't work as well with my skin because, you know, the foundation is very pale and it's like almost like porcelain-y, I guess. And so it's like, I feel like it just looks more orange when I put it on my foundation skin than on my bare skin. So I'm just using it, but it actually looks really nice, I think, on just my bare skin. I'll have to keep that in mind. The next video that will be up will probably be my Jeffree Star Marathon Part 2 with the Androgyny palette. I'm going to be using my contour brush from Real Techniques, which I use as a blush brush. And I'm going to go into a combination of Rockateur and Coralista. This is really interesting, you guys. Okay, so this palette, one of the other reasons I don't use it as much is because the blushes are like really light and they're buildable, but they're really light. And so I feel like whenever I put them on my foundation skin, I just feel like it doesn't show up that well. But I will tell you, I feel like they show up much better on my skin that isn't foundationed. So, foundationed, is that a word? I don't think so. Okay, so yeah, I think I really like this palette for when I'm going to be doing like more of a natural like face look. So I'm going to go into my Master Chrome highlighter from Maybelline. This is the Rose Gold. This is the Molten Rose Gold 050. And it's just a really pretty peachy gold shade. And especially, I mean, for the drugstore, these are phenomenal, amazing. But even for just like, whether it's drugstore or high-end, I think these highlighters are awesome. And at Walmart, they're like $5 or $6 at the most. At CVS, I think they're $9.99. I don't know why CVS is so much more expensive. Like, I can understand if it's like $1 or $2 more expensive, but it is like twice the cost. My Maybelline Fit Me powder at Walmart is $5 or like $4.97. You know how they have the strange prices or strange pricing. And CVS, the same powder is $11.99. That's like double. I mean, it's insane. So, I mean, look at that. That is from I think this this reminds me of the Jeffree Star Manny MUA, the first one that they did, Eclipse, I think is what it was called. It reminds me of that shade, and I think it's more pigmented. I'm just gonna highlight. Actually, I think I really like this no foundation look. Didn't know if I would. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Makeup Forever Aqua XL liner. It's in this blue aqua shade, and it's I-24. They have the most exciting names, you guys. No, they just name everything. Most of their stuff is just a number. Although I think they listened because the other day somebody was using, sorry, I got a hair on my lip. Somebody was using a like liner pencil, like a lip, well, they have these new colored pencils that you can use anywhere, like on your eyes, your lips, whatever. And they were using one and they actually called it by like a shade name, and I was like, whoa. Ooh, I don't know what happened to my eye just then. So I guess they're starting to come out with like shade names. Now they do have, if you go on the Sephora website, like the eyeshadows, they do have eyeshadow names. But on the packaging, they only put the number. I don't know why that is the case, but... And you can use literally any eyeliner. You don't have to have this one. Oh, and I used one of these pencils in a previous video, and I said it was a collab with somebody famous. I wasn't sure who. It was Charlie XCX. I thought it was Cheryl Lloyd, but no, it was not. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Morphe M432. This is my favorite like flat liner brush. It's just very precise, and I like to smudge out my eyeliner with it. So I'm going to go back into Doom, which is that blue shade from the Pastel Goth palette. And I'm just going to put that, like stamp it and smudge it over top of that liner. There's been a few videos where I haven't put the liner first, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to start to put the liner first, because I feel like when I don't put the liner first, I put the liner after the eyeshadow, I feel like I get a lot more powder into my eyes, so. I like that. I'm really just kind of dragging it down and blowing it out a little bit thicker than usual. Or maybe I'm just imagining that, but I think it's a little bit further down than usual. Okay. And then I'm going to grab my mascara. What mascara am I going to use? I think I'm going to use my Butterfly mascara. I really like this mascara. It just grabs onto your lashes and separates them really well. Again, I was going to buy this at CVS. It was like $12.99. I went to Walmart and got it for $7.99. So it's just that CVS is so easy to go to because it's closer to me and it's less busy. every time I've talked through this, I've stabbed myself in the eye. So I'm just, don't breathe, don't talk. Now lower. I'll tell you, this makeup is a lot easier than blending out the foundation, putting the concealer, setting the foundation. I like it. I like the look. Okay, what now? I did highlighter. Oh yes, wait. I wanted to use this. I'm going to use this. Okay, so this is one of my, I showed you guys in my video yesterday that these, even though I only have used one of them one time in one color, and it wasn't this one. This is the Milani Hypnotic Lights, and I told you guys in yesterday's video that I would already, like, if I had lost all my makeup and had to repurchase only 10 items, this would be in the list. So this is the Hypnotic Lights, and it's like the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glows, and it's so freaking, oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, can't wait for you guys to see what this is doing. And it looks really pretty over the blue. It completely like transforms it. So I'm just gonna put it, I just said I'm just gonna put it in the inner part. Can you see that? When I used the Stila one, I don't think you guys could see it as well because these are so much more pigmented and they're freaking drugstore. And I bought them in so many different shades. Like, they're so reflective. It's not even funny. And I don't know if they sell Milani at Walmart, but if they did, they would be even more affordable because at CVS they're $10.99 a piece. But the Stila Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glows are $24. So it's, you know, less than half the cost. I almost forgot I wanted to use this one in this video. Oh no, I just got some in my eye. And now my tear duct is glittery, but it's not burning it. That's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. Although now I gotta put some on the lower lash line too, because now I feel like you can see it. Actually, I'm just gonna put some in the inner corner, period. Okay. Look at what it did to the inner corner. Like, that is so stunning. I love it. I'll put a little bit more in this eyelid. And the one shade that I did use was like the blue one, and it didn't crease at all. Like, I had it on all day, didn't crease, didn't budge. Didn't fade. Okay, just making sure I got it out of my tear duct. And they let you manipulate them for a little bit longer than the, yeah, that's so pretty. Guys, I love it. Okay. Setting spray. And lips, and we're done. Okay, I'm going to use my peach spray. Although I should have used one of the two that I don't use as often, which is the Glam Glow and the Kat Von D one. For lips, I think I'm going to do I'm Shook from Jeffree Star with the, this is the Jeffree Star Manny MUA collab. And it's kind of like a, like a orangey pink, I mean orangey red. Huh. I'm like, as I continue to put it on. And I didn't have to wipe foundation off my lips because I didn't put any on. What is that? Okay. I saw hair on my upper lip and I was like, but it wasn't attached. I'm not crazy about the shade with this look, so I'm going to see if I can do something to fix it. I'm actually going to take some of this eye product, the Milani, the topper. I tried the Stila one on my lips once and it was terrible. And I'm going to try this one. I don't know if it's lip safe, but it sure is pretty. I just felt like the other, like by itself, it was a little bit too like orangey with the blue eyeshadow look. I definitely think on camera, it definitely muted the blue on my eyes. I think that's pretty. In person, it's definitely a little bit more blue. Let me just do one thing though. Where did I put that brush? My little blending brush. I'm just gonna go back into that blue and kind of go around where I put the oh my gosh, you guys, the camera. This camera today, I can't. Okay. I have it set up a little bit differently than usual, and it like literally just keeps drifting by itself. Not sure why, but I'll figure it out before my next video. So I'm just doing this. Alright, I think that looks good because you can still see the shimmery purple, but it brought more of the blue back in. So, okay, so this is the finished makeup look. I think I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave any comments of anything you want to see down on my channel down below, and thank you so much for subscribing and watching and liking and sharing, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.